Hey, my name is Anna, and this is Sanket with me. And today we're going to do yet another success interview for the trader who has been trading with us and successfully got a payout. So, Sanket, thank you so much for joining. And as the first
My
question, just a
pleasure.
little bit more about yourself. How is your trading going? What is your trading journey?
Okay, so I started trading like 2 years back. I started with the investing in the stocks, but from last 7 to 8 months, I am in the forex world, and right now I'm with the leverage from last 4 or 5 months around, and it was
Mhm.
going smooth. Like the rules are simple and clear, so like you can easily trade without any hesitation or stress. And I recently got a nice payout from the leverage as well, and that was on the turbo account, which is best promotion among all other platforms.
Mhm. Okay, great. So, 2 years trading, like I said before, just a baby then. We do
Yeah,
have like this, like joking around that, you need to trade at least 5 years to be, you're a trader now. You're not a baby anymore. But you know what? I first really want to congratulate you on reaching this success because so many traders are striving for that, and I hope you can inspire others to say that this takes time because like yourself you said, so you've been trading with leverage for 5 months, and now you have got to that payout stage. I think all the traders are curious, and myself as well. I always want to talk about the strategies, the risk management approach. Obviously, don't give us your secrets, but overall, what is your favorite pairs to trade? What is it like? Are you a scalper, intraday? Is there something specific that you use in the market? Can you just maybe tell us a little bit more about your trading style?
yeah. Most of the time I like go for scalping, but some
Okay.
of the time I also go for the intraday trades.
Mhm.
So whenever I have to go for the intraday trades, I make sure the lot size is smaller,
Mhm.
because when the time is more, then you can see like more movement in your pair, whatever pair you are trading. Most of the time I used to like trade with the gold and the USD JPY,
Mhm.
but sometime I also trade the US 500 the market.
Mhm.
Most of the time these are the three main pairs I used to trade like from last 2 months.
Mhm.
And sometimes I also trade silver, but silver has like a little bit of more spread and volatility, so I avoid that one.
Okay. Okay,
And
makes sense.
yeah,
So which one is your favorite pair to trade for all of them, like gold
like
or
gold is the best.
okay? And gold is the best because do you find that gold moves the best, like respecting the structure or just respecting your trading strategy?
I can say like it is respecting my strategy. Like I can say my strategy is like mostly from the order blocks.
Mhm.
I find the perfect order blocks from like different time frames, and
Mhm.
for the risk management, I minimize the risk by refining the order blocks. Like if I found any order block from 4 hour or 1 hour, I refine
Mhm.
them to 15 minute or 5 minute chart. That's how I
Okay.
minimize my stop loss and like maximizing my profit. So by
Mm.
that one, I can go for like one gem 5 or one gem 10 hour to hour.
Okay, so it's like a top-down analysis, right? So you go from higher time frame to lower time
Lower
frame
time frame.
using the order blocks. Okay, really simple, I would say. So do you use any indicators that can help you either with volatility or
I am
zone?
only using one indicator, which is like for the sessions only, so I can easily identify the previous session high and low and how the market is going. Because sometimes, like for an example, the gold is moving upwards, then in the
Mhm.
Asia session, it is going upwards. In the London, it will sweep the Asia's high, and
Yeah.
then we get the reversal to the like Asia's low. So that is the one of the best strategy you can use, but you have to make sure it is you take the trade after the MSS, like the market structure shift.
Mhm, mhm,
So like it will be more beneficial if you are new in the trading, because if you
mhm.
just like going on the breakout, or maybe you can say the out of the trend, then you will be stuck in the false breakout or something like that.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. And I think this is also what traders struggle with as well. not being able um, to identify when that moment comes. Okay, so this is really interesting because you're not really trading such a complicated strategy. So I want to say simple is good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, for sure. Okay, maybe walk us through a little bit more about your risk approach because you're trading turbo, right? And in turbo, we have trailing drawdown. So maybe you can share a little bit about your experience. How did you make sure that you are still managing your drawdown well because of the trailing drawdown? Because I think so many have used to trade just a static drawdown, but with the turbo, we have that trailing drawdown. So it's like once your equity reaches high, your
Yes.
drawdown is trailing, right? So maybe you have some tips how traders can help themselves when it comes to the trailing drawdown.
So if you have the trailing drawdown, you have to make sure you trade like with very like much of the discipline in the starting, unless
Mm-hmm.
your like drawdown is set to the maximum amount.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you can like increase your risk a bit and trade like more freely because you know that you already have enough buffer to the drawdown. So if I like take the example of 100K, then you will have the drawdown to of the 94,000 in the beginning, and it
Mm-hmm.
will go to the 100K. At
Mm-hmm.
that point, you should have the equity of 106,000.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you can like start trading like more freely because you know that you have that much buffer and it is not going to like increase more and like increase anymore.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, just very logical, I think, as well. And have you ever had an issue with needing to cut your trades, your profitable trades, sooner because you were concerned how is it going to affect your consistency? Because that's another thing is consistency score has to be lower than 20% to be eligible for the payout. So maybe walk us a little bit through there. Again, do not spill the secrets if there are any secrets. But just about the consistency, do you feel it is easy? Is it hard? Is there something specific that you're doing to reach that point?
The 20% I can say it's a little bit hard, but if you go with the discipline, then you will not have any issue. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, like if you have already got your profit for the day, but
Mm-hmm.
still in the market, you can find like a good trades, like I can say the even setups. So
Mm-hmm.
what I suggest, you can like take that trade with the lower quantity and hold it for a day or kind of maybe 12 hours something. So in the
Mm-hmm.
next day, maybe you can close that trade.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. I think it's also, I have spoken with so many traders who are trading like funded accounts with Turbo, and what they say is just making sure that you do not go for a big day that you cannot repeat later on, because that's the consistency part in here is to make sure that you don't have, let's say make 10% one day and then you struggle and you make,
Yeah,
half percent or
I had that issue with my account as well
Mhm,
because I didn't put the take profit on the trade, and my like that trade was like more than I have imagined or I have expected. And
mhm.
after that, for maintaining the consistency, I have to like go higher on my profit.
Yeah, yeah, that is one thing to keep definitely in mind, and I think that's why it's called consistency because we want to see
Yes.
traders trade consistently, not just have a huge day and then struggling, another huge day struggling.
Yeah.
So it's just
If
keeping
something
that
is like that,
consistency.
then people will start trading news only. If it goes their
Mhm,
way, then good, or else they're gonna like just put close the trade with small stop loss, and
mhm.
that is how they're gonna like do the trading, which will be counted as a gambling.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, now let's maybe try and go into psychology part, which is my really one of the favorite topics in trading. So you have been trading for 2 years, right? And is there anything that stood out for you when it comes to trading psychology? Did you struggle with maybe some emotions more than less? And maybe you can give us some examples because for me, it's really interesting to see that you already succeeded in 2 years, right? And I think 2 years is not a long time. So you have mastered way better your trading strategy, your your mindset, your trading psychology than other traders on the journey. So I'm really curious to see, maybe you have some, like remarks when you look back at your journey and you're like, okay, I really struggled with this, but then I did this to help myself out. So is there something that stands out for you in your
For this,
journey?
for the psychology, I can say like I am very weak because I am having so much issues with the psychological trading. Sometimes, for an example, if the instrument is going like way to like for the silver, on the Friday it went like 10%. So what I was expecting was it should go down by like at least 2% somewhat on that day. And I took a reversal trade, but I got stopped out immediately because it was like just going with the trend.
Hmm.
So for me, that is one of the issue I'm facing, and I'm working on it. So I'm trying to go with the trend
Hmm.
because most of the time I have the stop losses field that was on the reversal trades.
I see.
So I'm not like following my own rules, which is like
Hmm.
to go with the trend when I'm getting like stopped out. But when like instrument is like already pumped by 7 or 8% on the one day, then
Hmm.
I can only think like it cannot go more and it will go only down. And that is
Hmm.
the only issue I'm facing. Even I'm
Hmm.
trying to overcome that on the like today as well.
Hmm.
So I cannot give any suggestion on this topic, but yeah, psychology is very important.
Yeah, for sure. And I think especially for trades, like for the pairs like gold, because sometimes, you say it goes up 7% and you think it cannot go even more. And then it does. And
Yeah,
all your reversal trades get stopped out. Yeah, for sure. I've seen also myself struggle with that. So I can definitely relate. And I think, for how to fix this issue is just making sure that we follow the plan. And if we take a reversal trade and if we are wrong, we just need to say, I was wrong and I need to step away and I'm going to come back the next day. But I think that's the issue, to stop.
yeah,
That literally is
exactly.
the issue. Yeah.
You have to put your ego aside if you want to get success in trading. That's the simplest rule I can suggest.
Yeah. Yeah, that is really true. Okay. How about your experience with getting the payout? Was it smooth? Maybe you can share a little bit more about that.
Yeah, to be very honest, I got payout. My payout was approved like within like few minutes, and
Hmm.
it was processed in like 1 hour. But unfortunately, I have given some wrong information during
Hmm.
the payout, so I had to like go to the bank and like revert the payment, and the leverage issue me the another payout instantly once they have the payment back. So
Hmm.
it was pretty smooth, but you
Yeah.
just have to make sure like you give the right information. But that was
Okay.
like the problem from my side. But
Yeah.
the team from the leverage helped me to the all the stages on this one and provided
Hmm.
me enough information to go to the bank and contact to the manager and everything. So
Yeah.
my experience was pretty smooth. I received the payout in like 1 day. I say because it was the holiday in between, so it
Mhm.
was like 1 day only.
Yeah. Okay. That's really good to hear. And I do must say, I know what happened with your payout, that you did give the wrong SWIFT number, I believe, and there was
Yes,
some issues with that. But I think team worked really, really well to support you through this as well. And it was really important for us to get you that payout because it was a big payout, right? And we just
yes, it
wanted to make
was.
sure that you're, yes, we wanted to make sure that you're doing well. And okay. So how about your future plans? So what is your future plan that you want to achieve maybe in 2026? Obviously, don't say any numbers, but maybe, as a trader, what is it that you would like to achieve? And I can give you an idea. Like for me, the next year, I'm tapping into scalping. So I really want to work on my scalping. And that means I need to work on my emotions because when you're scalping, your emotions goes really high. So that is like a kind of resolution almost for me for 2026. So how about you? Have you thought about it? What is it maybe you want to improve, or what is it that you want to work on?
I am working on to like swing trades. So I'm already doing scalping right now, but sometimes I feel like scalping is not as good as I am thinking
Hmm.
because all the good trades I have taken in my last payout, that was all from like holdings, like the trade I have holded like 8 hours or 10 hours, or maybe
Mhm.
for a day. That was the base trades of my last payout. So I'm thinking to work on the swing trades instead of scalping in 2026.
Okay, that makes sense. And I think it's really important to see also the data because for me, it's other way around. My intraday strategy was not working, but scalping seems to be working because I've been scalping for what, last 3 months, I think. So we're kind of opposite here, Sanket.
Yes, I can
We're
understand that.
completely opposite.
Yes, I
Yeah,
have seen that in the live as well.
but that's okay. We'll figure out what works for one trader doesn't mean it's going to work for all of them, and
Yes,
that's why
exactly.
trading trading is very personal, and I think we just need to find what works for us, like the trading style, and it takes some time, till we can figure out who we are as traders. Okay, so overall, seems like your experience is great with leveraged, and I'm really excited to see you trade and succeed and have more payouts. And normally I like to finish these interviews with like a tip. So is there any, maybe like not advice really, but just a tip or something that you think could help traders to move in their journey? So if you can share that, that would be great. I would like to know what it is that you think traders should have when they are trading.
Okay, so I would like to suggest one thing. The thing you told before, that there are lots of education option available right now,
Mhm,
but like for all the new traders, I will suggest you don't have to go for everything. You just have
mhm,
to find one thing and practice them accordingly, according to your like account size and lot size, and just do the back testing as much as you can,
mhm.
and it will work for you for sure. But make sure you don't break the rules of that one. If you are following the strategy, make sure you follow the same strategy for all your trades, and it will guaranteed pay out, like pay off.
Yeah, that is really good advice to stick to your plan, to do the back testing, make sure that everything is good, focused. Because I do agree what you say. I so agree. There's so much out there, education available, and
Exactly.
traders just pick on everything. So, and for me, actually, I say stupid simple is the best way to go. So when you have a simple strategy, and I think yours sounds like quite simple. Order blocks, you do top down analysis. Obviously, you do have some, sometimes you want to catch the reversal, you fail, but that's okay. You can come back the next day. But it seems simple, right? And when we overcomplicate things, definitely life gets harder for traders.
Yes,
So,
there was a time when my chart was look like abstract painting. Like I have
mhm,
lots of lines and
yes,
zones and so many things going on, but that never benefited me. So I started using the simple strategy, and after that, I'm seeing like a good progress in my strategy.
that's awesome. So just again, it's a proof that simple works and we need to
Yes,
stick to the simple. So anyhow, I just want to say thank you to your time today. I really enjoyed chatting with you and I hope traders can get an inspiration from you as well and listen to what you have said because you have succeeded. You have moved that ladder in trading, got into funded account to the payout, and I hope traders listen to you and get some inspiration. So thank you so much for this interview. I wish you all the best in 2026 and also more payouts with leveraged. I am excited to see you trade and maybe go from that scalping into more swing trading. And I hope it goes well for you. So thank you so much for
thank
being
you.
here. Appreciate
Yes,
you.
thank you for to the team and you as well.
Thank you.